Good afternoon to the citizens of St. Bernard Parish. Today is November 17th. We have a council meeting today at 3 p.m. and we're going to change it up a little bit. And our president's report for our council meetings, we'll do it on video, and Rachel's going to put it on Facebook and Twitter for the citizens to see. First of all, I want to thank our council members for all the hard work they do, especially in 2020 with COVID, with all of these storms that we had. These guys have been working hard and representing you well, and working with administration personnel to make sure that the quality of life in our parish and getting through these instances are so much easier. So I want to thank our council for their hard work. So, and we've been blessed with great weather since Zeta. And look, as I sit here and I look outside, we're 3 weeks to tomorrow, to the day, from a Category 3 storm coming through St. Bernard Parish. And we are back to normal and have a lot of things going on with that. So we're going to talk a little bit more about storm debris pickup as we get into this update here today. But first thing I want to talk about today is, we in this administration, we've been building and projects in our neighborhoods with playgrounds, and we have a new one, the largest playground, I believe, in St. Bernard Parish, other than Sidney Torres Park, is Cypress Park Playground, located at 2813 Paul Drive in Miro. It's a beautiful park. It has a large pavilion with picnic tables underneath. It's got a regulation high school basketball court. It's a shaded children's playground, and people are already using it. Kids are out there playing basketball games, and it's such an effort on parish government and the Cypress Fund, which is chaired by Judge Robert Cleese. And we want to thank the Cypress Fund for all of their donations throughout St. Bernard Parish, and especially in that zone since Katrina, in helping us create a quality of life here in St. Bernard Parish. So thank you to the Cypress Fund. Thank you to the administration for all of your hard work in putting that together. And Councilmember Wanda Alcon, this was something that she's been pushing for a long time. It goes really nice with the assisted living community there, the playground across the street, and that neighborhood. It's all coming together to create more quality of life, like we always said. So we want to thank everyone for their commitments. Recently, we have some new pumps installed, and they were completed at pump stations 1 and 4 here at the end of Jean Lafitte. Here, the new engines will help alleviate potential flooding concerns in Arabi and Chalmette. So that project was completed by ARC Mechanical at a cost of $895,000. We have 2 more pumps at those 2 locations to construct, and we will be working on that very soon. Our capital projects department has secured $1.7 million for forced account labor since Katrina. So that's from 2005 through 2012, and all of those salaries for that department was reimbursed. So we want to thank them for their hard work. Our coastal department is at it again. Another $9 million of funding secured actually today. The announcement is being made. $3.5 million for the Isle of Petrie. It's a bird resting marsh creation project at the very north of the Biloxi Marsh. We're very excited about that. We've been working on that for a while, and that is funded by TIG, through CPRA. Another $6 million or so, $5.5 million. It's a NIFWIF project, and it's for Bayou Terrebruff Ridge Restoration Project. So we have a lot of work going on in the Lake Leary area, in the Bayou Terrebruff area, along that Delacroix corridor. So our coastal department has been working really hard. We had another seafood market over the weekend that was a huge success. We want to thank the Kiwanis We want to thank the Our Lady of Prom Sucker Dads Club. We want to thank Brad Robin and for using his property, and all the fishermen that showed up to sell their bounty off of their boat. So we've gotten great response from that, and we want to thank our coastal department for all of their work that they are doing in raising money for projects. We got a big announcement we've been working on in the coastal area. We're kind of crossing our T's and dotting our I's on that announcement. We've been working with Councilman Calais and putting this together, and we're going to be finalizing that soon, and stay tuned for more information from our coastal department. COVID-19, let's talk about that a little bit. There's a lot of rumors going around of COVID-19 that everything's going to get shut down after Thanksgiving and so forth. Just to be 100% honest, we don't know until we know, right? And no one's calling us and telling us to be ready for some shutdown. And I'm gonna be honest with you, and where I sit today in this COVID-19 era, with the vaccine, they talking about the second vaccine was approved recently, or went through the experimental phase successfully, I should say. We need to take personal responsibility for ourselves and for our family and for those we come into contact with, right? And that's how it ought to be. If you don't want to go out to a restaurant, don't go out to a restaurant. If you want to stay at your home because you have a situation in your history of your health, or you have a family member that you're concerned about, then you don't need to be out in the public, right? But a lot of people have been out and about, and being that this is a 97% success rate in this COVID-19, I believe that we need to take personal responsibility for wearing masks when we should, to social distance when we should, and to stay 6 feet apart and wash our hands many times during the day. So we're going to be hearing a lot about this in the near future, because we're hearing our numbers are skyrocketing throughout our country. Louisiana, actually, we're doing pretty good. But for St. Bernard Parish, we have a total of 1,641 cases since the beginning of COVID. We have averaged in the month of November about 5.25 cases a day. We are holding at 34 deaths, and that is according to our coroner. And our positivity rate is at 1.3%. Our school system is doing very well with all of their protocols and tracing throughout the school system. They're doing very well, and we here in St. Bernard Parish and in our region actually have been very successful in dealing with COVID. So please stay safe. Please take responsibility for yourself. Please take responsibility for the people you're around. And please take responsibility for your children, and make sure that everyone is staying safe, and check in on the elderly. Not just your mom or grandmother or father or grandfather. Check on your neighbors if they're elderly, and make sure that they're doing okay. And let's help out in this time of need. Debris cleanup, Zeta. We're going to wrap it up with a little report on that. I want to thank Entergy. Curtis Navis with Entergy does a great job in communicating with us. And look, 1 week or so after Zeta, we had 97% of St. Bernard Parish powered back up after a Category 3 storm. So I want to thank Entergy for their hard work. I want to thank our hardworking men and women of the Sheriff's Department. I want to thank our firefighters for all that they have done during this time. And from our standpoint, we want to thank our employees at St. Bernard Parish government. I tell you, the night of the storm, between when that storm came through and the next morning, people can drive on our highways. And the reason why we could do that is because of our road crew and what they did overnight. I'm telling you, those guys worked through the night so that we could get on the highway and do what we had to do the next day, because life goes on. And that happened because of their hard work and dedication to the citizens of St. Bernard Parish. So I want to thank them, and I want to thank everyone who got us to this point. We have two debris companies here in St. Bernard Parish. One is managed by the state and one is managed by parish government. The parish contractor to date, they figure they're around 75 to 80% complete, 25,000 cubic yards picked up so far. They will start tomorrow. That would be Wednesday, November 18th. Do I have that right? Did I say that right, John? November 18th? C&D will start tomorrow. So the fence boards, the corrugated fencing, the roofing, all of that will start tomorrow. We've been getting a lot of questions about why are they passing that up on the streets. But they did the vegetation first, and now they're going to come back and do C&D. They still have some vegetation to pick up, but they're going to start picking up these other materials beginning tomorrow, November 18th. So we have 8 trucks on the street right now. We have 2 in District A, 1 in District B, 1 in District C, 2 in District D, and 2 in District E. We are going to be meeting later today. I was hoping it would be before this update with our state contractor. We believe to date they have 14,000 cubic yards picked up, and we're going to be talking with them to see where they're at with the pickup of the debris on our state highways. So we're going to be looking into that soon. So with that said, that is our update here for the council meeting at 3 o'clock. Hope you tune into the council meeting. Better yet, hope you start attending our council meetings, because we need people in St. Bernard Parish to be aware of what's going on. So thank you for your attention, and God bless.